Let's skip the small talk and get right into it. Today's explainer is a fascinating chronological journey into one of the most enduring, frankly mind-boggling mysteries out there, the great American UFO enigma. We're tracking how these incidents evolved from fringe conspiracies all the way to official government validation.
Okay, let's dive into this. At the very heart of this whole thing is a massive, decades-long tension. On one side, you've got strict, lock-and-key government secrecy. On the other side, massive, undeniable public sightings. So what is really in our skies? Let's look objectively at the evidence and figure this out. To trace this evolution, we're hitting four pivotal dates: 1947, 1997, 2013, and finally, 2020. That's our chronological roadmap for today.
Section 1. The 1947 Roswell crash. This is the absolute origin of the modern UFO conspiracy. Picture this. It's July 1947. A local rancher in New Mexico literally stumbles across strange metallic debris scattered all over his land. The military swoops in super fast and collects every single piece of it. And here's the wild part. The very first newspaper headlines actually quoted the Army proudly claiming they'd captured a flying disc. But then, just hours later, officials completely flipped the script. Suddenly, it was just a crashed weather balloon. Now, decades later, they revealed it was part of Project Mogul, a top-secret atomic test monitoring program, but that rapid, whiplash shift in the official story, that sparked decades of intense suspicion.
Now, what's really interesting here is the totally stark contrast in the claims. You had local witnesses swearing up and down that these materials were virtually indestructible, like literally unharmed by fire or knives. And there were even dark rumors of recovered alien bodies. But on the flip side, the military stood completely firm on that weather balloon explanation. That massive disconnect? That's exactly what cemented Roswell as ground zero for government cover-up theories.
Moving on to Section 2, The Secrets of Area 51, deep in the Nevada desert.
So we travel from New Mexico over to Nevada, straight to one of the most secretive military bases on the entire planet. This place became the ultimate focal point for cover-up rumors. Why? Well, former workers started making spectacular claims. We're talking reports of objects moving at impossible speeds and hidden alien tech locked away in bunkers. But the official government stance? Strict blanket denials. For years, they flat out refused to even acknowledge the base existed.
But then, everything shifted in 2013. After decades of absolute silence, the CIA declassified a document about the U-2 spy plane and finally, officially acknowledged that Area 51 actually exists. It was a huge deal. Now, they maintained it was strictly a testing facility, nothing more. But as you can imagine, confirming the base was real just made the conspiracy theories about underground alien labs spread like wildfire.
Which brings us to Section 3, the 1997 Phoenix Lights. A truly massive public sighting.
Fast forward a bit to March 13, 1997. We are no longer talking about isolated incidents out in the remote desert. This was a massive, undeniable public event. Thousands of people all across Arizona, we're talking police officers, commercial pilots, ordinary citizens, they all looked up and saw the exact same thing. A massive, completely silent V-shape gliding right overhead. Witnesses said it appeared far larger than any known aircraft, literally blocking out the stars as it moved. It was this huge, physical phenomenon experienced by an entire region.
And this brilliantly illustrates that recurring clash between what the public sees and what officials say. The U.S. Air Force claimed those lights were simply military flares dropped during a routine exercise. But thousands of highly credible eyewitnesses completely disagreed. They pointed out that military flares fall, they flicker, they produce smoke. This object, it moved way too smoothly and completely silently straight across the night sky.
Section 4, The 2020 Pentagon UFO Videos and the Era of Official Validation.
Our chronological journey shifts dramatically right here, because in 2020, the Pentagon did something totally unprecedented. They officially released footage recorded by U.S. Navy pilots on their advanced FLIR targeting systems. This isn't blurry civilian camcorder stuff. This video shows strange flying objects executing maneuvers that just defy conventional physics. They're moving at incredible speeds, changing direction instantly on a dime. And honestly, the audio is just as amazing as the video. You can hear the genuine, unfiltered shock of these highly trained fighter pilots as they try to lock onto these impossibly agile targets.
With this huge release came a very deliberate rebranding.
The government officially adopted the term Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, or UAP. By retiring the traditional, kind of stigmatized term UFO, they sent a very clear signal to both the public and the scientific community. They were basically saying, hey, it is time to take this topic seriously.
So the crucial point is the Pentagon's official statement itself. They flatly admitted, and I quote, "The objects in the videos remain characterized as unidentified aerial phenomena." Think about how shocking that is. For the very first time in history, the United States government openly confirmed that unexplained objects are actually operating in our airspace, and they literally don't know what they are.
And that brings us to Section 5, Alien Tech or Military Secrets, the ultimate question.
From the dusty fields of Roswell all the way to the Pentagon's official 2020 videos, we've traced a 70-year timeline that went from utter secrecy to a pretty shocking revelation. But here's the catch. Despite the government confirming what they are seeing on radar, they still haven't confirmed whose they are or where they come from. The truth, as they say, may still be out there in the dark skies above America, just waiting to be fully understood.
Which leaves us with one final, profound thought hanging in the air. Are these unidentified aerial phenomena truly alien spacecraft visiting from another world? Or are they just highly advanced, top-secret military technology hidden right in plain sight? It's a massive mystery for sure, and definitely one you should keep pondering the next time you look up at the night sky. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. I'll catch you in the next one.